Hello everyone, welcome back to Coffee Time. Here is Coffee Time. My name is Armin and today is the 3rd of December 2025. This is the third part of our series API, front end, authentication, JSON Web Token and many other stuff. Today we want to enable two-factor authentication, which is really needed in modern web application. What I mean by 2FA, let me run this project and we talk further. Let me run this app and let's check what I mean by two-factor authentication. And let me here log out here. Let me register a new user, b@b.com, and I choose a password here, register, and wait for it. Say confirm email has been sent. Email is not sent actually, but here if I go to register one, I made a actually here interface email in email service and implementation of that one. This is already done. The only thing I need just to set up here our Gmail stuff. That's I'm not gonna do that now, but to show you, here is the case when we register. Here we generate actually a link or very big string to click and then get verified. Here for the test, let me show you. Here is the link which you copy here and you go to your browser and enter, and it say email has been confirmed. And to show it, let's go to our database, and the email was BBB. Let me see, where is it? B here. And if I'm coming here, it say email confirmed true. Okay, now let me log in into the page, b@b.com. Okay, now I want to log in. I log in here and it asks me nothing. I just log in and I'm going here and say I want to activate my two-factor authentication. Here it say enable it, and it's giving me a QR code. You're going to scan it with your Google Authenticator and you get here a code 272390 and verify and enable. Okay, and here we can also reset it. I mean, we want to make a mechanism here in ASP.NET Core 9, and let's check it out. First we go for API because my PC get hot. We need just do it quickly, and if I'm refreshing here, I go to this user and email it say here, let me see, two-factor authentication is true. Okay, I go to my controller. You see it, you get a code, you scan it, and in your Google Authenticator you get a code which you pasted there, and the code will be reset every 10 or 15 seconds, something like that. Okay, confirm email, no. Okay, here we have two things. Normally it was our login endpoint which looks like this one, but I add some code here. Here we check the user. If two-factor authentication is not enabled, okay, in our database here, he or she just gets logged in and gets access to the site. But if that is just true, which means two-factor authentication is enabled, it is going to the other endpoint. I have here, and the rest is just I didn't touch it. Okay, we have other endpoint, login to FA. Here we find the user is just exactly like the login endpoint, but with little bit changes. Okay, we have here a variable. We check the user. If the user just verify, because when you want to log in, we have to verify it first. When we check it, we have other endpoint here. We go for it, or let me first go for verify endpoint. When we want to log in, it should be verified there in our database. We check it, and we just if it's we check here if it's a valid one, verify. If it's false, or if it's okay, it's gonna return to it's just enable, just a message, and we change it here to the true. If it's false, false. But when we click there, which you saw there, we verify or we interact with this one. I'm gonna show you in the front end side how we interact with these endpoints. Okay, we verify that one. We verify 2FA here, and here we have enable and log in with 2FA, and here just simple. We do not issue JSON Web Token before if it's just 2FA is authenticate 2FA is activated. We do not generate JSON Web Token when the user entered the code which you saw there, and then we generate JSON Web Token and the rest of the code. Okay, here is so simple, because this method accepts just user, application user, token provider, and just token same. User is user manager, just options, token authenticator, token provider, and the code. Just the code is coming from our login to login DTO, which is just a DTO. And here is just the same. We check there if it's activated, if it's verified, and then we going for the rest of the code. Don't worry about that. I'm gonna put it in GitHub. You can check it there. I'm just here quickly just make a review, and then we're gonna upload it there here in my GitHub page. Verify one, check. Okay, I have other endpoint which is get one, and we check here the check. We want first check the user is already enabled that 2FA or not. Here we check it and return something. And we have also a reset authorized. You should be logged in there, and just we check the user and we disable it for a while, and then we put it in database and we reset it, or we remove the old one, and then we generate new one, and voila, we get an image, and then here this will be happen. Okay, I want to reset my authenticator, and what I'm gonna do, I'm going to scan the code like this, and I get new code here in my phone, 779409, verify, and new code or new key has been generated, and voila, we good here. Now let me go back here to, okay, we have here, summarize it. We have here just reset 2FA endpoint, check 2FA or is it activated or not, verify that one, and here we have enable endpoint, log in 2FA, and log in, we have it, we just check it if it's not just we check it first if the user has already 2FA. We have here 1 to 6 endpoint, and we go for the front side, which is here. I have here enable 2FA, or let me go first for login page. Here we have some changes because we had already the login component in the previous part. I have here just two-factor code which is you see here in the login page when I try to log in, which is, let me go back, log in, and the user was b@b.com. okay, here ask me about the 2FA code 730479. okay, this is here just in login page, two-factor code. This is our login component, and we have here login, and just we send a call to the login one, and if it's not good, invalid, and here if the condition checks here, if 2FA is required, which you saw net, just like you get just, hey, you enter your 6-digit code which is in your phone or in any other device, and you enter that one. Else you just log in into the page if that is not activated. Here is just this condition. If the 2FA is disabled, you just get into the web page without any further stuff. If it's activated, just voila, you have to enter it. But to verify here, I don't think so I need this method here, but okay, this is login component, and enable, we have here enable component, enable 2FA, and here we have some variable here, just normal one, QR code, and that one. Here when the page loads, we check here, we get the user ID and we check it, or it is already activated. And if I'm going there, here we check here, and it shows you have already activated stuff there, and voila, yeah. And if it's not, just the rest of the conditions. Here we enable, look, we enable it here, just we have a method which is enable 2FA, and response we just send to our enable 2FA endpoint here, enable 2FA, here is it, and we enable that one, and here we get a code again. Here is just standard stuff. Here we read just a call, we send the call, we get response, and we read it, and we verify it here. Just we interact with the other endpoint which we've seen it, and reset 2FA. We need the token, I mean the JSON web token. We get it from our service class. Where is it? Service class. Here we get it from here. We get it from this class. No, it's not here. Let me see. It's not here. Let me go to the model. It's not model. Where is it? Data, I mean. No, not data. Where is my models? No models. JWT service application program. I mean here. We get it from here. Get token. It is already stored in Blazor local storage. Okay, and then we get it, and we set header, and then we send the call to this endpoint because this is authorized one, and we wait for the response. We check, we have some condition here, and voila, we reset it. Is enabled false, and new 2FA generated, and then please verify it. This is how it works. Okay, log out again, log in, or wait, make a register again, registration n@n.com. okay, Now I'm gonna copy this link here. Normally you get this link by email. You get it, you see it every day in your daily life. When you register in any modern web application, you get this. Okay, now email has been confirmed. Okay, and then now go back to the login component. Okay, here we have two conditions: login or verify. Now let's go back here, and that was n@n.com, and I say login, because here I logged in because we don't have any two-factor authentication activated. Here is just login user, and here is the condition, if it's required. Else here we just get into the page without any further question here, and voila. Here we also check show just verify, and then I go to my profile and I say enable it. I click here, and if you don't want to scan the code, you can just copy this secret key and then just manually enter the code, and just you get verified. Okay, let me here, and then we good. We try to reset it, and then again we scan the code 198609, and voila, we get new code here and everything good. And enable it, just I say here 547980, and we good. Okay, let's check it out. There is nothing else here to show. Application JSON, I have here nothing to say, and I'm gonna upload this part also into my GitHub. And have a good day. See you in the next